Bo, how's that one feel?
You can't put it into words. That was awesome. It was a great team effort, and hats off to them. They played really good too, and that was a high-scoring game for the Iron Bowl.
How did you get the game ball?
I took it.
Have you let go of it yet?
Yeah, I have, but I just can't let it lay around anywhere.
You know, as a kid that grew up always wanting to come to Auburn, you know, that kid that dreamed of this moment, how does it feel to, you know, finally go out there and beat Alabama as a freshman?
It's everything you could imagine, and it's like any other feeling. This is what we worked so hard for. This is why that each practice in the off season, each rep is important, and for games like this, and we come out and play.
Well, Coach Malzahn said that most teams hope to beat Alabama, and you guys expect to beat Alabama. What is that mindset? What do you think?
Well, it's just a culture thing. I feel like Auburn and just a few other teams were the only one that can consistently play with them, and that's something to be said for this school. And I think that it's a mindset going in. It's a rivalry, and we just come to play every time we play them.
You grew up around this game. Did playing in it meet your expectations?
Yeah, it did. It was absolutely unreal environment, and like I said, the entire game, our fans were in it, and that really helped, and it created a huge home field advantage.
What was going through your mind when Alabama was lining up to kick that, you know, tying field goal?
Well, I knew we were safe. I knew we would get the ball back. Worst case scenario is a tie game, and I'm just happy that he missed it, and we just chewed the rest of the clock out.
Schwartz had to go. Schwartz went down. Eli went down. So have guys step up in big ways like Shivers. What was that like?
Yeah, I mean, it was that was a tough situation there in the first half. I mean, Anthony got hurt in the first play. That's never good. And so, and then Eli was he battled his way through the game. He showed a lot of toughness, and he did really well. And after that, we just had guys filling in, and they did a super job. And they did whatever they had to do for us to win.
What did making that field goal at halftime boost your guys' confidence level?
Obviously, it was huge to get a score at halftime. Whenever you can make the lead and the score a little bit closer, and obviously that was really important. It was really good. Our special teams did a great job of knowing the situation and getting the job done. Because obviously with 1 second you have to really that goes back to coaching, and it goes back to practicing and being prepared for that moment.
Bo, I know you were here in 13 to watch 1 second be put back on the clock and Auburn win, and they put a second back on the clock tonight, and that was the difference, the field goal. What is it about that in Auburn and Alabama in this?
Oh, well, I think it goes both ways. I think in a game like that, obviously each second, each minute's important, and it just those two scenarios just happen to go in our favor.
Well, you guys have struggled on offense this year in these big games. What was different about tonight in that where you guys were able to get going early?
Well, obviously our game plan was really good, and in the past when we've lost, we just sputtered there early in the game, and then we found our way at the end of the game, and we ended up moving the ball really well. And other times we could move the ball and just couldn't finish the drive, couldn't get points on the board. So tonight, I feel like every drive we had led to an important field goal or an important touchdown.
Bo, I know you're thinking about the moment now, and obviously you just got a bowl game, but what's this do for the program moving forward into next season?
I mean, obviously it's huge. I think it's really important for Auburn, obviously recruiting, and it's really important for us. I think that going into the game, we had a lot of we had a lot to prove. We really did. We lost 3 tough games, and we battled, and it shows a lot for our team and how our coaches kept us in the season, didn't let us split apart, and as a group, we became a unit, and we stayed as a unit throughout the season, and we never divided.
If I told you before the season you might throw a single interception at home, would you have believed it?
Yes, sir. I would have taken it too.
You would have believed it, huh?
Yeah, I think that for the most part, for the majority of the year, I feel like I've done a good job protecting the ball and seeing coverages and stuff like that. But I would have believed it if you said that.
Bo, the running game, you guys talked about how you've got to be able to run it. You run for 181 tonight. How important was that to this game?
It was really important. That kept us in rhythm throughout the night, and that kept us moving the ball. Big first and second downs to get us in third and manageable. We hit big third downs too, and so running the ball like that, it keeps you in rhythm as an offense. You can expand your play calling, and it's just you can get positive yards, and that's really special. And then that one drive we went down and scored. We ran the ball really at will.
What about the drive where you have Seth, big catch, Will, and then Sal? As a quarterback, is that as good as it gets?
It is, and I think it goes to show a lot of those three guys in particular and our wide receiver core in general. They're not talked about a lot, but they make plays when they have to make plays, and in games like that, that's the difference.
Bo, you've won a couple of state championships. How does this win compare to those big games that you've won?
Obviously, it's that makes it 3 state championships, I guess, and we're pumped. I'm excited for Auburn. That's why you come to Auburn, a place like it, because you want to beat your rival. And it was a great start. Obviously, being a freshman, I'm just proud for the seniors, and they can go out with their heads held high, and they left a really good legacy.
Well, are you going to Tumors tonight?
Yeah, I'll probably be there.
Well, obviously we can't follow you everywhere, and I'm sure you don't want us to, but have you let go of the ball since you kneeled?
I have, just briefly.
To who?
It's just in my locker. Just set it down.
Oh, okay, so no one else has touched it.
No.
Will you let it go again?
Yeah, obviously.
Well, I mean, it's got to mean a whole lot to you to have this moment and to be able to grab the ball and do all that and be part of that. What's this whole moment feel like?
Well, you can fantasize at home in your room taking a knee against Alabama in your freshman year at the end of the game, and that actually happened. So it's just a surreal moment, and there's nothing like it. I've never experienced anything like it.
Would you have believed it if I told you before the season you would have done that? Would you believe it?
Yeah, because I serve a big God, and He does miraculous things, and He's put me in a position to do stuff like this. He's allowed favor on the team, and we really believe that. And I think that He, obviously with my relationship with Jesus Christ, it's allowed me to really take a step back this year and understand that it's bigger than football. 3 losses, it doesn't define you, and you're way bigger than just a quarterback, and our team's way bigger than just football players.
Is that the biggest catch you've seen Sal make?
Obviously, he's really good at that route because both
Yeah.
times against Washington and today he proved that. But Sal does that all the time in practice, and he really obviously he says a lot. Just throw it up and I'll catch it, and I just put it up for him, and he did a great job of getting both feet in.
Bo, how much did your hate for Alabama spark this game?
It definitely helped there at the end of the game, just being competitive and refusing to lose. And I think if you have guys on your team like that, a lot of guys from Alabama, they understand the rivalry. And if you refuse to lose and you have guys feeding off of that, then you'll be hard to beat. And tonight we just refused to lose, and we battled to the end of the game.
You've been to one of these games where fans rush the field. You were here as a fan yourself. Now you got to be a part of that as one of the heroes of the game. Just how does that compare?
It doesn't. That's the first time that I've been on the field when it was rushed. And so, it's incredible. There's a lot of people, but it goes to show you that there's a lot of people cheering for you and a lot of people wanting to see you succeed. And I'm just thankful for the Auburn family. And, they really showed up for us today, and they were a huge contributor to the win.
All right, that's it, guys.
Thank y'all. War Eagle.